guys. So, I thought I would use this evening to come back on and talk to you guys about eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. Those are the platforms I sell on the most. Sometimes I sell on Facebook. I haven't been doing much on Facebook lately, so I am going to probably try to redo my Facebook marketplace. And also, since I'm on this perfectly, I'll probably start selling on there too. I may try Depop, but the reason I decided to make this video is y'all are used to me doing open, unboxings from everywhere. And I have another one coming up for you. This one's from Goodwill. But for right now, I've been reading. I watch a lot of videos. A lot of y'all's videos and everybody's videos. And people who really make a lot more than I do. They have been complaining about eBay. Excuse my hair. Anyway, I am not sure about eBay anymore. When I started eBay, I was still living in Texas. Somebody had introduced me to eBay. That was about 25 years ago. And I started selling part-time when I found out that I could not go back to work because a disc in my back was completely gone. And I couldn't sit long enough to do my office work, and I couldn't stand long enough to try to get a job standing. So I was kaput. So I started selling on eBay. And I loved eBay for years and years and years. And really I only sold part-time on eBay until 2021, I think. 20 or 21. And never had a problem. Never, believe this or not, never had a return. Never had a below standard. I never even knew what a below standard was. And am I bragging? Yeah, I'm bragging. So then I started selling full time. And I just don't know. eBay has changed. It has really, really changed from what it was before. And I think it's changed for the worse. I really do. The last 2 months, I haven't sold hardly anything on eBay. It has been a nightmare for me, really. A lot of things that I had, some of the things were missing, and we couldn't find them. So maybe twice a month or 3 times a month, not every month, but skipping around, I would have to tell somebody, I'm giving you a full refund, I'm so sorry, I cannot find the item. I went below standard a year and a half ago, and I'm still below standard. And I have written to them. I have talked to them. Some people just returned it because they didn't want the color, or it looked like something different, or So, of course I'm going to give them their money back. Well, I started about 6 months ago where I don't do returns unless it has to do with my description. I don't think it's hurt my sales at all. What has hurt my sales is eBay's glitches, and I hate to say it, eBay, but your stupid policies. I was watching the Auction Professor last night. I haven't seen him in a while. I've been so busy trying to get everything situated so I could find it better, and I should have started an inventory system at the very beginning. We didn't. And we started it last year, and of course, things that were from the year before, we had trouble finding, and you know. But the auction professor had to take like hundreds of his stuff off that he routinely been selling for years. I mean, if you go watch his channel or you're familiar with him, he's been selling on eBay for forever, just like I have, you know. But I think he's done it full time a heck of a lot longer. And yeah, you have to watch his last video, because there's no way I can have the time on this video to explain to you how much stuff he had to remove off eBay, because it was supposedly against their policy, but he's been doing it all along, you know. So, in my opinion, when I'm watching some people like My Boring Reseller Life or whatever, and I see how they're struggling to get sales and stuff, I mean, compared to, you know, what they used to get a couple of months back or whatever, I'm telling you, eBay is not going to survive. They are not going to survive. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know. You know, they have to start gearing somehow to their sellers as well as their buyers. Because I understand I mean, how would I put this? If I go to Wally World, you know, and I buy something, and I go to take it back, do you think that the girl who takes my item back is going to get a demerit because I returned something? You know, I mean, it don't make sense. In the business world, people return stuff all the time. They're trying to say, it depends who you talk to now, because, you know, if you call about the same problem 5 times, you're going to get 5 different people. Okay, and they're not going to know what you're talking about. I hate to say that, but used to be I could call eBay and they'd be like, okay, let's get this settled for you, blah, blah, blah. They try, but with the policies they have now, and I don't know if it's the people or what, nothing ever gets done right. It really, really doesn't. But anyway, I just don't think so many people in the last 90 days maybe have just completely closed their business down from eBay. And I even seen some of them selling their whole inventory on Facebook Marketplace and stuff. You know, not one by one, just saying, to hell with it, I don't want to do it no more, blah, blah, blah. You know, and a lot of people spend a lot of money, maybe a little at a time like me and Bert do, but a little at a time or a lump sum. It don't matter. That's still money we could have been spending somewhere else. But we're doing it, trying to put it in our business. And then when somebody needs a refund or wants a refund, and some people just want a refund and don't ever send you the shit back. Excuse my language, but that's the truth. And they don't say nothing, you know. But they just don't take care of their buyers like they used to. They've always taken care of their sellers before. And I thought they did a wonderful job, because I buy on eBay too. I always have. So they have done a good job with their sellers in the past. But I bet you, even though they're doing all this stuff with their sellers and giving you demerits because you got too many returns in a month or whatever it is, there is no way that they should give a seller demerits and keep your crap below standard for a whole year just because you have 1 month that was bad. Do you think other businesses don't have a bad month? Come on. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say about eBay. You know, I'm trying to stick with them because I've been with them so long. People know me. I'm on YouTube, you know. And I try to make sure that everything I sell is right. If it's not, I give them a refund. there shouldn't be a demerit, eBay, for giving somebody a refund. I mean, it don't make sense. It just don't make sense. So I've been below standard for over a year now because of periodic refunds or returns or something, because I had to give refunds back because I couldn't find an item, okay? Even Wally World gives you a rain check if they don't have it in stock, right? I don't think they get a demerit for that. But anyway, so I had decided I was going to start selling on Poshmark. So this was this last year maybe. And so I started selling on Poshmark, and I was doing really well. And you know what? I never had any problems out of Poshmark. None. As a matter of fact, I have all 5 stars. It don't make sense. Just don't make sense. But I do know that eBay, because they have you below standard, they charge you extra fees. Yes, it's almost, to me, double the fee that they charge you for being below standard. If you're below standard, they're charging you extra on your fees. If you don't know that, you need to go check, because I didn't know that until I started seeing that there is a little area there that says, I think it says eBay fees for being below standard or something. So anyway, you're charged extra, an extra percentage or whatever on your sales. Excuse me, if you're below standard. And if you don't know how to check that, you can go to your dashboard, and it should say there right in the middle of the screen whether you're standard, above standard, or below standard. Okay? But you know, this is just crap. You know, back in October I had a couple of refunds, and then the June before I had a couple of refunds, and since that June I'm still below standard, and until this year I didn't realize they were charging me extra fees. And that's like, why even bother? So, because I don't ask big money for my stuff, I really don't. But anyway, Poshmark. I love Poshmark. I was making very good sales on Poshmark. I was doing really, really, really good on Poshmark. Then they decided to make auctions. Now, I've tried the auctions a few times. I didn't sell one thing. Not one thing. Because it depends on your following. You know, it really does. And I got a bunch of people that follow me on Poshmark. A bunch. But I may sell 2 things a week now, where I used to sell more than that. So I don't know what to say about them now, because a lot of people are thinking, okay, I'm going to go to Poshmark because at least I'll have something to lean on if eBay crashes or whatever. Good idea. However, no, because they're doing those auctions, people know that they lower the price for them auctions, for the stuff they're selling. So they start the auction off lower than, not all the time, lower than what they're selling it for on eBay or Poshmark. So people are waiting now for all these auctions to come up and get it cheaper. That's my opinion. Now, all this is my opinion. Now, eBay, they started that live thing. I watched 2 or 3 of those. Let me tell you, it's not worth my time. It's not. It really is not worth my time. I don't know, maybe y'all feel that was good, but it wasn't. I mean, I think it's a waste of eBay's time, and I think they ought to be dedicating themselves to real resellers. People like you and me. Small businesses. But, you know. Anywho. Okay, Macari. Now, I'm selling more on Macari than I ever did. This is true. And so now I'm like really confused. So I have Liz Perfectly. I love Liz Perfectly. I'm learning everything. But I love Liz Perfectly. And so I put my stuff on there and then spread it out to all 3 platforms. But in a way, in the last month or so, I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle. Because eBay's always going down. eBay, if you're below standard, you cannot even do promoted listings. I guess that's why they charge you extra fees, because they make fees on promoted listings, and if you can't do that because you're not above standard, or standard, however they figure that, then I guess that's how they make the extra money off of you. That's all I can figure. You know, everything has just got so crazy. And if I didn't have another income, there's no way I could keep trying to do it. There isn't. You know, like the last couple of weeks, I really haven't been able to go do thrift store hauls or anything, because I have to put more money in my coffers, you know, and I'm just not selling it. And I have name brand stuff, I have beautiful jewelry, I have, you know, and it's all at a good price. So I don't know. So you guys tell me, how are you doing with eBay, Poshmark, and Macari? You know, since Poshmark became, you know, geared toward the auctions, the live auctions and the silent auctions. Now, I've done the silent auctions, not the live ones. But like I said, I never sold anything. And I started stuff off low. That was brand name clothes, brand name shoes, you name it. But anywho, so I don't know what to tell people who are just starting out. I really don't, because eBay, I think they're gonna fail if they keep it up. Just my opinion. You know, you cannot treat your sellers as second class people because you say, oh, it looks bad if you sell something to a customer and then you don't have it. Really? It might. But if you're honest with your customer and you refund their money, they're going to be way more happy than getting something that is either broke or you not even connecting with them if you can't find the item. So now they've combined the, when you go to do a refund, they've combined the out of stock with broken. Why? Because people complain. Because when they started putting people below standard because they had too many things like, oh, it was broken, so I didn't want to send it to them, which was true. I wasn't going to send anything broken. I would rather tell them, I'm sorry, it was destroyed, whatever, you know. But they wanted to put them both together on the same line for a reason that you're not sending the product and giving them a refund. So that they could dip you down below standard so they could get more of your fees. So what do you do? What's the answer? What do you guys think the answer is? I think eBay needs to go back to the way they used to be. Before they even sold out to Sotheby's the last time they did. You know, they did all this stuff like Sotheby's, and then they took PayPal off and said that you had to do managed payments. However, now you can do PayPal again. What is this? You know, it confuses me because I don't think they know what they're doing. I really don't think they know what they're doing. They're trying to be something they're not. And they would be much bigger and make much more money and maybe some YouTubers would talk nice about you, eBay, if you would be nice to your sellers as well as you are to your buyers. It should be each case of returns or whatever, refunds, should be individual case. Not, oh, you had three refunds this month, so since you gave 3 refunds, we're going to demerit you. And then next month you get a refund and it's like, whoops, now we're going to start billing you double the fees. That's not going to work. Everybody's going to go to other platforms. There's too many platforms out there now. There's so many. I mean, all you have to do is go and list perfectly and look at all the top platforms people are selling in. So they can either, I think they need a meeting once a week or once a month or something with their customer service, because their customer service is not great at all. You go to one person, they tell you something different than the other person tells you. I had called them 6 times about that below standard trap or whatever. I said, how could I be below standard when I've been above standard for 22 years? What changed? I mean, you know, oh, that's not right. We're gonna talk about that and we're gonna see what we could do to take that off, blah blah blah. Never happened. Then when I called back, they said, oh, well, I don't know why they told you that, because that wasn't gonna happen anyway. If the right hand don't know what the left hand is gonna do, then you don't have a business. So they need to formalize their policy, and each one of those customer service people should get the same policy put in front of them or on the computer if they need it there, so that they can figure out what they're supposed to tell the customer and the seller. Because when you have 5 people telling you different things, it's crazy. They sent back 3 pairs of my shoes saying they were not authentic. One of the pairs of shoes came straight from Nike in a box, brand new. But they had already sent me back a couple of weeks before that a pair of Vapor Max shoes, which y'all might have known. If not, you can go look at the video about the Vapor Max shoes. They had an authenticity tag on the shoes. On the shoes. Okay? They sent them back and said, they're not authentic. So I called them and I had a big fit. They said, well, we just couldn't prove that they were not authentic. Really? I said, so is somebody going to give me a negative saying I'm selling merchandise that is below, that is not, and it's illegal basically, right? And they said, oh no, they won't do that. I said, well, what if they do? They said, well, we'll take it off if they do. I said, okay. Well, they did. So I called them. Nope. Got my very first negative in 22 years. Yep. Called them back. Again, I got one girl that said, oh yeah, we need to get that taken off, blah, 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 blah. Never got taken off. I called back. They said, no, you know, they have the right to do that, blah, blah, blah. We got to let it stand. Again, who knows what's going on at eBay? That's my... I think I'm going to make that my title. Who knows at eBay what's really going on? Because I don't think anybody does. I've been in the business world since I've been 16 years old in an office. 13 if you count working in a factory somewhere in Chicago to get extra money because we were poor. You know? So, since I've been 16, I've been in the business world. I've been to college. I have a degree. And does that make me smarter than everybody else? No. But they don't, I mean, if they have a degree, the high ballers, you know, the ones that make the big buckaroonies, I don't know where they got it. Cracker Jack box, you know, whatever. But they're going to have to stop having glitches. A couple of times, I like to do my listings at night because I live in a rural area and there is one tower and there is a bunch of kids, and the kids use the internet for school. You know, like in the summer, forget it. You know, I had to get Wi-Fi, a little Wi-Fi travel pack, you know, to help me have some better speed. But I got so used to doing it at night that that's when I would do it. Well, I don't remember when it was, but the last 3 weeks I have popped in on eBay trying to get my listings done. Could not even get in. eBay was down. Error. Blah, blah, blah. I got so tired. I got so tired of it. But anyway, guys, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you think about what I'm saying. Let me know if you knew that they were charging extra to people that were below standard. I don't believe that's even legal. But I guess if they put it in their policy, they made it legal. I don't know. But, yeah, let me know about that. Let me know how you feel about that. And I don't do free shipping. I tried free shipping. I tried paid shipping. And I sell the same amount. So that garbage about free shipping, all you gotta do is you put extra money on that, what do you call it, on that item. These people ain't stupid, you know. The customers are not dumb. They know that's being done. So I said, no, I'm not doing free shipping. They raised shipping 4 times this year. I wouldn't be able to sell online, you know, because there's no way I could. I even tried to do that, by the way. Put the postage in the cost. It never sold. So, I mean, my time was wasted. But anyway, that's just my opinion. So let me know in the comments what you think about what I said. If you knew, if you're below standard, if you knew that you were getting charged extra fees for being below standard, and what you feel about that. If you sell on Poshmark, have you seen your sales dive from the auctions that they're having now? You know, just let me know all that stuff. In the meantime, don't forget, I have a Temu link in the bottom, and I also have a discount code. If you go through my link, you get a discount as well, and you get coupons. If you go through if you take my code down and put it in when you check out, you get a discount. I think now it's like 50% off your first order. Yay! So don't forget to use that. And I also have a code now for American Thrift Supply. That'll be in my description too. So y'all go check them out. I would appreciate it. Yeah, they give me a little bit of incentive to tell y'all to go through my link. But anyway, I do love Temu. I've been buying stuff from them, shoes, whatever. They are so comfortable. I'm telling you, they are. Most of their stuff is true to size. I've only had like one thing, I think, that was a little bit tighter than I would have liked it. But always check, they have measurements on there on the item that you're going to buy. I appreciate you guys going through my links. I really do. I'll be coming to you probably by the beginning of the week with the Goodwill video. Hopefully we'll get some more Helpsy boxes in. I'm not sure about ThredUp yet. I haven't decided. But American Thrift, Goodwill, some hauls that we're going to probably try to go out on. And we'll see if we make any money. So we can go shopping. But I love you guys. Give me a thumbs up, please. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions about eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, that you want to ask me, put them down in the description. I try to answer all my questions. And subscribe to my channel. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell next to subscribe, and it'll give you all my videos. And I will keep you up to date on how I feel about eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I love you guys. Be safe out there, and we'll talk at you later.